Today, we are going to be taking a look at what is Worldwide's like in Mario Kart World after Nintendo's last update. So if you were not paying attention, it has only been a day. Nintendo rolled out an update that made it so that it's much harder to get the regular 3-lap tracks when you are playing Worldwide, which is, the main online game mode, the races mode that most people play online. Yeah, so before, what a lot of people would do is that they would pick random, because random, for some reason, would always give you one of the regular tracks. Now, okay. That made me mess up. Okay. That's what I get for explaining something. But I'm gonna keep explaining. So, yeah, we used to pick random in order to get the regular tracks, but now it seems like it's about a 75% chance that you get one of the intermission tracks. And yes, I'm going back to calling them intermissions. You can call them highways or routes as well. It's just going from one track to another. And the playstyle on those tracks and the best strategy on those tracks, the amount of shortcuts, the interestingness, the way items interact, the driving skill is all very different. So it's no surprise that people prefer one over the other. In fact, there are people who prefer the intermission tracks, right? You're not wrong for preferring them, but I'm gonna try to show in this video that there's a very valid reason why I prefer the regular tracks. And currently we are playing Sky High Sunday, which is a regular track. So I want to do a few things this video. I want to see how often do we get the intermission tracks versus the regular tracks, because that could be a deal breaker for me. And I also want to see how fun are these intermission tracks. Okay, hang on. Did I get her? I think I got... Yo! Haha! The camera trick! Okay. That was a pretty sick snipe. Okay. Barely didn't get him. Could have maybe won this race. Okay. Let's block that. Oh, that... Wait. That's unblockable, right? It landed on my head. Man, red shells are crazy in this game. Okay, so we have 3 options here, but you can see there's an arrow to each of them, which means they're all intermission tracks, and I'm just gonna pick random, and we'll see what people do. Yeah, most people are still picking random. It is the only way, in this case, to get a regular track. Okay, someone decided to pick Cheep Cheep Falls, and we're actually playing this. I mean, maybe they like the intermission to Cheep Cheep Falls. Alright, let's see who bags. 1, 2, 3. It's just the 3 of us. Let's see, who are we here? Chicken. And a Japanese name. Alright. Let's top 3. So, I've actually played this exact intermission before. I remember. It was that one Daisy race where, like, I still wasn't even good at the game yet, but it was ending in Cheep Cheep Falls, so I knew, like, okay, I should probably just bag, and this is gonna work out really well. And it did work out well. In fact, I won the race. And I've been using that example ever since, but hopefully today we'll conjure up some more examples to show in the future. So, often, during these intermissions, I will say that in my regular videos, during the boring parts, I actually cut it out. I just cut to the later part. But if this is all we're going to be playing, then it's not like an infrequent edit. It's something I have to do all the time. I figured we're just going to leave all this in. Alright? So, we're playing 4 laps, by the way. Everything from here to Cheep Cheep Falls and Cheep Cheep Falls, I'm just going to leave it in. Alright, so, here, I have 2 dodge items, which is really good. 1 dodge item would be great, and I would just hold this for the rest of the race, but 2 dodge items is insane. I can use 1 earlier, and there's a very high chance I dodge the shock. Now, you might be saying, like, oh, hey, you're kind of doing nothing. Well, first of all, this is the optimal way to drive this track. I've seen a lot of world records, and, like, shortcuts aside, I'm not going to take them right now, because this is the better strategy. Shortcuts aside, I'm actually driving this track mostly optimally. Like, driving in a straight line, slight steering. I've seen the world records. I know what we do on turns of this severity. Okay, on this turn, maybe I can drift. Maybe Orange Mini Turbo is worth it. It's tough to say in this case. Like, you'd think intuitively, more Mini Turbo is always better, but no. It's actually, okay, oops. It's actually just not true. So I'm going to get my coins back up to 20. Now, a lot of people at the front are dealing with a lot of chaos, and yes, they can shortcut, but they're also going to get hit. So I'm just back here grabbing my coins, and I'm staying at a faster speed than everyone else ahead of me, which is why I'm not falling incredibly far behind. And Cheap Cheap Falls has a lot of shortcuts at the end, so bagging is just good anyway. It doesn't even matter that we're playing 3 laps worth of time where someone could pull the shock. You know, like it's just good to bag Cheap Cheap Falls regardless. Are you having as much fun as I'm having? Do I need to explain why I don't like this? And haters will say I will get a bad result this race because I'm not doing anything. But I'm actually playing Mario Kart optimally. And nice, got a trick. Okay, so somebody could shock here, but I have an item coming up right away anyway. I'm going to try to get mushrooms here. Okay, probably, like, no one shocked into that set. They're probably shocking into next set, but I'm just going to go here. Because I can't get too far behind. If I use the bullet a little bit too late, what's going to... Oh, man, that dropped me off so early. What's going to happen is I can't even take the shortcuts at the end, and that's all I really want to do. Okay, let's just hope I don't get shocked. Okay, that's fine. I don't really need that red shell. Oh, yes, someone's getting redded. Oh, no, yeah, okay. That was so close. What'd I get? Second. Nice. Oh, we got the Mario top 2. Oh. Optimal gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. There are so many players. If you tell me that wasn't optimal because I didn't get first, let's be real. There's some randomness in Mario Kart. You can't always guarantee first. I don't always get first. Second is insane for what I just did there. Okay, next up, we have 3 intermission tracks again. So I'm just going to pick random. And let's see what happens. Yeah, so most people did pick random. And I think we're going to land on random. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay, I think this is a faraway track. Whistle Stop Summit? This should be far away, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, wow, random actually gave us a regular track. So this is how it always was before the patch, but now it's really rare in my experience that this actually happens. Okay, so now I'm gonna drive forward because Whistle Stop Summit is great for driving forward. And in fact, I would say almost all of the regular tracks are really good for driving forward. Okay, I'm just gonna charge jump here. I want to be able to save these mushrooms. Maybe I should have mushroomed, get away from some chaos. Okay, we're good. Oh, okay, I'm not getting on that rail. Yeah, the rails are really risky if you get bumped or hit, so... Alright. Wait, how do I not have a second item yet? Alright, and this nabbit could bomb me, but... I'm just gonna hope they don't, because, plus, bombs don't lock on very well in this game. I'm just gonna hope they don't, because I can still recover. Alright, I'm gonna go the other way, though. Wow, they still didn't drop it. This is the nicest nabbit ever. And they just messed up the wall cut. That's so funny. Alright. Didn't quite get off this rail. Whoops. It's okay. This path is fine. Just gonna get off there. You gotta make sure you get off those rails at a good time, because otherwise, if you're stuck on them, you take a horrible turn at the end. Okay, like, see the minimap right now, how spread out it is? One thing about regular tracks is they do a really good job of keeping people spread out. And that's part of why front running actually works. Because if there's nothing you can do to go faster than other people, and there's no way to, like, bump people out and stuff, like, the pack never gets spread out, it's chaotic forever, and you just bag. And it just works. Because you're away from the chaos. Okay, the nabbit, I think, is trying to snipe me here. Okay, nice try. All right, I think they hit themselves with their green shell. It didn't matter, though. It was a risk worth taking for them, for sure. All right, we are gaining VR. I'm gaining VR from intermissions. I'm gaining VR from regular tracks. Oh yes, this time we have Bowser's Castle here. I'm gonna pick that for sure. So that is a far away track, which means like that rarely shows up on the select screen too. Honestly, Nintendo, one way you could fix this all is just always putting one of those on the select screen. Because you see, like, everyone picked it. We all just want to play a regular 3-lap track. Okay, not all of us, but most of us. Okay, we almost got random. That was scary. That was one time I don't want random. Okay, honestly, I'm not complaining if 3 out of the 4 tracks so far are regular tracks. We'll see though, because the last time I was online, I got 3 intermission tracks in a row, and then I just stopped playing. Okay. Oh, wow, I was gonna go for the gap jump. I got bumped off at the last second. Man. Yeah, because you can't jump off the rail that way. I'm pretty sure I got bumped off. The animation wasn't quite matching what I expected. But I will go for the next shortcut. Oh, this is probably not worth it. Dude, the sunglasses. I think I got it. Nice. Okay, gonna brake drift a bit there. Yeah, like, the last time I tried that with Bowser, I just went off the track. So, wow, I'm in second. Okay. I should probably go for gap jump. Okay. Yes! Okay, I was kind of nervous for a sec there. Alright, I can dodge blue shell. I just saved this Nabbit's life. Oh, they were gonna get blue shelled and then maybe comboed afterwards. Okay, I'm not going for shortcut here. Oh, okay. It would be risky anyway. I got transformed. Let's watch out for these. Yeah, because keeping this mushroom is pretty important. I'll just use it right here. I'm just gonna bank on there being no more blue shell, or even if there is a blue shell, I'll probably get shocked before then anyway. So I'm fine with just using up that mushroom. Plus, I might lose it failing the gap jump anyway, but I have a feather. The game loves me. Okay, gonna change. Okay, never mind. The game hates me. The Mario behind me kind of dodged in the glider. No, dude, what? I thought I made it! That's crazy. Okay, well, lost a bit of time to that, but you can see, like, how good that shortcut is. Even if you fail it, you don't lose too much time. If you fail the fast version, you lose, like, no time, but if you fail the easy version, which is what I did there, like, I call it easy, but it's really just the safer version. It's not easy at all, but yeah, it's not quite as good of a time save. Okay, I'm gonna go for red shells here. Yeah, you almost never get 2 red shells there. Okay, I don't think this shortcut's enough. Yeah, okay. My last hope. Go! Dude, oh my... I did not expect that to almost hit. That almost went above his banana and just landed on his head. That would have been so cool. You know, now that I think about it, I did not have to go for gap jump on lap 3. But I'm still in that mode of like, I just want to get better. I don't actually care too much if I win these races or not. Okay, no faraway track this time. We are picking random. Okay, we got random Wario Stadium. I feel like that might be nearby. Yeah. Yeah. I can no longer be in denial about the update. This truly is an update that has occurred. And we are now playing another intermission. Okay, we're ending up on Wario Stadium though. Maybe I do want to front run, but I don't even know. How long is this? 3 laps? Not a lot of shortcuts. Maybe I don't know. We'll see what happens. My speed's not very high. Might be hard to front run. Yeah, that draft helped just a little teeny bit. Of course, gonna try and get my coins up. Because everyone in the back gets the coins up for free. You know what? Honestly, I do think it's better to bag right now, but I'm just gonna front run and see what happens. Oh, why did the person repositioned to the right and the boomerang came back right at that spot? I expected it not to come back at that specific spot, but oh well. These items are great. Yeah, we're totally bagging. I'll keep going forward. This is pretty much all I could have asked for if I actually chose to bag from the start, and now I just get them for free. Alright, so yeah, this is not very long. We end up at Wario Stadium very, very soon. Just gotta keep watching out for chaos. Someone's tossing their bananas forward. Okay. There's triple red shells. We do not go forward. There is a mega mushroom. We let it pass. Okay. Keep getting... Aw, that person swerved. Alright. I mean, as a slow combo, I don't get too much of a benefit from the later coins, but 19 and 20 are huge. Alright, this is good. This is good. Alright, where are we entering from? Do we even play a full lap of this track? Okay, wait. Is this... this is not backwards, is it? This is... We playing it backwards? Okay, I was not expecting this. Hang on. I've never driven this backwards. I mean, maybe I have. I don't remember. Oh, I should have done the charge jump, maybe? Oh, no. No. But the shortcuts are right here. Okay, I think bagging was the right play, especially because we're going through it backwards. Shock, please, someone. I don't know how to take this section. Oh, I shouldn't have tricked there, maybe. Oh, no, I didn't hit the wall. Okay. Yeah, definitely not knowing how to play this track backwards is messing me up. There's the shock. That was so late, and I couldn't steer away from the... Yeah. Alright, this is just my fault. There was nothing bad about this race. I just didn't know how to play Wario Stadium backwards, I'll be honest. I think, honestly, like, bagging did work. I feel like I was guaranteed 4th there if I just didn't make mistakes. Like, if I drove it perfectly, maybe I would have won, but, like, 4th just without making a giant mistake at the end. Again, we got the 3 intermissions, so I will pick random. I guess we just got lucky at the start with how many faraway tracks that were available to pick. But now we're just not seeing them anymore. And we're also stuck in this region of the map where everyone just keeps picking Airship Fortress no matter what. Okay, we actually got Airship Fortress, so let's just hope this is not like a backwards Airship Fortress or something. Honestly, like, not getting to play forward Wario Stadium was such a shame. It's so fun forward. Maybe there's cool stuff backwards, but like, I'll never get to do them, right? Because I can't time trial it. I'd have to free roam it and then hope we get that one specific intermission. Like, what's the point? It's not worth it. Even if it's cool and even if it is there and even if I can practice it, what's the point? We're never going to play it. Well, we will sometimes, but we hardly ever will. All right, let's get me some coins. Wait, where are we going? We're going to Airship Fortress. You know what? With this many coins on the ground, I feel like it's definitely the right play to just grab them. I'm really far in the back. Chicken is bagging every single time. Keep getting my coins up. Okay, mega into triple mushrooms. Usually it's better to have the dodge item in the second slot, so I will try to do a little bit of that, but only once it becomes necessary. Because right now, there's no point using this mega. It literally gets me nothing. Maybe in a future situation where I might dodge shock or dodge even just a red shell or something. Or just someone has triple greens near me. Or this big shortcut. Yeah, let's do it. Starting Airship Fortress in a top spot would be pretty good. I must be honest. Alright, now I'm kind of in the pack. Yeah, this is this is just random if I get hit or not at this point. Try to get a good item here. Slow down a little bit for that. Not the best. I'll probably, yeah, I'm still in the back. I'll probably chain triple mushrooms into the next set and then just see what happens. If I don't get a dodge item, I don't get a dodge item. Give it to me. No draft. Okay. We'll chain these. Something good, please. Alright, whatever. I don't have a choice anymore. Just will not get a dodge item. I already used the mega. Better have mega in first slot than no mega at all, but yeah, let's... Oh, I'm on the rail. Okay. Oh, that sent me off the edge. I was worried. I don't know if it was the mushroom or the bump. A little misplay there. All right, but now we get not even a... Yeah, we do get a full lap of Airship Fortress. We did start from the finish line. Okay. That Rosalina just died. Oh man. Okay, shortcut at the end saved a few spots. Yeah, ended up with 7th. Okay, I still just want to get more randoms so that we know what's going on with random. I want a sample size so I can know, like, what are the chances that we get intermissions versus regular tracks? Once again, 3 intermission tracks. Let's see what random gives us. Honestly, I do feel like people are picking random a little bit less than before. It still is our only shot at getting a regular track, but it does seem like people are... I don't know, this is just my theory. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but it seems like people are... They've given into the fact that we're getting intermissions anyway. Let's just pick one that we actually like. Okay, it looks like we're probably going to get random, though. Of course. Like, what's the point of picking random if it's just going to give me one of the 3 choices we had to begin with? Like, based on my experience in the previous video, this is so common. I feel like half the time, random is giving you one of the tracks that was already on the selection. Then what's the point of giving the random option? I'll just pick my favorite out of these 3. I thought the point of random was to give me any of them, right? It can, I guess, but not really if it usually doesn't do that. Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining. Let's just race. I can't draft this early. Now I can? Yep, so Nabbit went onto the wall and came back and was slower, because what you may not know is that going onto a wall with a charge jump just once for one trick is slower than staying on the ground. You need at least 2 tricks for that to be worth it. And so for anyone saying like, oh, look, there's like walls and rails everywhere for you to do, not really, because a lot of the time it really is just slower. Okay. We are going to, we're going to Toad's Factory. Not a lot of shortcuts there, but I'm so far in the back, I feel like having a dodge item is kind of the way to go. Okay. Another item set real soon. Oh man, I just can't pull one. But this is good. Oh yeah, we are eating. We are eating well. All right, almost at 20 coins. Already in 14th. I kind of want to slow down a bit. Oh, actually, we're kind of almost there, too. You know what? I'll just chain my mushrooms into here, and whatever I get is whatever I get. Not that good at bagging yet. Okay, well, I think there's a big shortcut right here. Okay, well, I don't know why they used chalk there. I could have gotten to the front, but now I just have time to gain an item again before the next chalk. Or, like, before the end of the race. Yeah, there's still so much race to be played. This shortcut is not worth it. I'm in way too high of a spot. Whatever, we go. Yeah, look at these items. This is not what you want. I did not commit to the bagging. Definitely messed this up. Alright. I feel like it's too late to slow down. I'm just gonna keep going forward. I'm gonna tell you right now, I messed up this race. Yeah, and it's... I try to get away. And it's not because I got hit by the chalk. I had more opportunities to get items, but I wanted to try a shortcut and then immediately got punished for it because I pulled the coin shell mushroom. Man. Okay. See what we can do here. I just missed all the items too. That's something I do sometimes. I misplay and then I continue to misplay because I'm tilted about it. Definitely something I could work on. Okay, let's see what we can salvage here. Alright, I think I'm just getting like 14th. Oh, 12th, okay. Probably still losing a lot of VR for that. What a poorly played race. That's all I can really say. Oh, Shy Guy Bazaar. Okay, the only far away track out of these, you can see like if you go to the other ones, there is arrows, but this one doesn't have it. So let's see what other people are picking. Yep. Obviously. I mean, I do feel like I'm in a room with people, slightly more people than usual who enjoy playing the intermissions, but it's definitely still majority are trying to get the regular tracks. Okay, I'm gonna go to the right here. Oh, barely had enough boost to get in. Couldn't even get a trick boost. Okay. This path is really fast. Honestly, me and this Peach might get top 2 after this section. Yeah. Okay, bad line. Brake drift. Okay. Just gonna go here for some coins. Stay away from... Everyone's gonna pass me at once. Might as well stay safe. Get some coins. I'm gonna go for coins here. Okay, I probably have enough. 7 is pretty good for a slow combo. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay. Oh, jeez, that was so weird. I was like weaving there. It's really hard to get onto this path. Oh, I tricked too late. Okay. This is good. Still in second. There's no one directly behind me on this path, so I probably gain a little lead from third. Let me get rid of this. Okay, dice. Protection item. This is pretty much what I want. Like, people in the back can't really pass me with mushrooms or anything. Oh. Okay, okay. Backup strategy. I wanted to see if it's possible to get there while small. In Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, boost panels make you just as fast as regular speed, but they don't here, I guess, because I wasn't able to make it up, but luckily there was a wall there and that saved me. Okay, I almost missed that. This is a really cool feather strategy, and I don't know how much time it saves, but I want to go for it. Okay. It's right here. Okay, I got scared. I did one less trick. Oh. Oh, no, that didn't hit. All right, second place. Okay, I have a question for the viewers. Let's say I didn't get second, and all of lap 3 I just kept misplaying and then got like last place. What would have been more entertaining, this race or the race we just played where I misplayed all of Toad's Factory? Because I feel like if the ending doesn't go well on an intermission race, the whole thing is just boring. But I feel like here you get to watch and I get to play 2 really fun laps of Shy Guy Bazaar. Okay, 3 intermission courses, so we're gonna go with random. We got random, and it is Choco Mountain, which is one of the choices we already got. What's the point of random? All right, I'm starting in second. I might as well just go forward. I'm gonna go for this path, get some tricks. Maybe this is faster. Wait a minute, there are 4 laps. We're ending in Choco Mountain. I'm not doing this. I just destroyed all the baggers. And it doesn't even matter because they're just going to get their coins back up. We have 4 laps to do this. And then just get items. And yeah, I'm not cutting any of this out, by the way. Not cutting any of this out. Enjoy. This is what I have to go through. This is what you have to go through. And like this video, honestly, like if you could please just watch it to the end and then tell me in the comments your vibe check of how are you feeling about this, you know? I know I have a lot of opinions, but if you disagree, let me know as well. If you agree, let me know. And yeah, because this is like... It's mostly Straight Line Simulator. And I wouldn't mind it as much if I was, you know, up in the pack dodging items and stuff. But why would I activate my brain twice as much as I'm doing now just to probably get a worse result? You know, like, the game should incentivize me to have to, like, play the most fun playstyle and also try to win. But I don't feel like I can do that because this playstyle is just so much easier and so much better. There's so much room for error and you can just win. And I feel like on the regular 3-lap tracks, it's definitely rewarding both. It's rewarding like you trying to do as many skillful things as you can and then you get to win. And like some of these are too long. Like I feel like this 4 laps, I don't know, this is shorter than the Cheap Cheap Falls one. Okay. So now we're actually getting closer to the track. I'm going to tell you everything that I'm thinking from here until the end. Okay, get away from that, Luigi. Get away from that. Oh, I didn't get away from that. Should have known. Okay. So I'm using that bullet into the item set because it protects me until the next item set. Oh, I don't know if it's going to drop me off. Oh, that's the worst drop off ever. Thanks, bullet. Okay, well, let's hope I don't get shocked here. All right, and then we just use power items and it's broken. Not getting shocked there means I do really well. I think I could have used the bullet later, but okay. shock there. I think I could have used the bullet later, but I got hit, so I wanted to not be too far back. All right, well, third place. Yep, I completely deserved third for that amazing, skillful performance. I dodged so many items. I hit so many racers. And I got rewarded with a VR gain. Okay, so 3 intermission tracks again. We're gonna go with random. Yeah, a lot of people are picking random. Now, you can actually see the distribution. Earlier, we're seeing a lot more people pick the intermissions, and honestly, based on what I'm seeing right now, I believe the reason why they were doing that is because they don't trust random to give a regular track, so they're just picking their favorite intermission out of them. But these 3 intermissions are all really bad. We end in either Moo Moo Meadows, which is a bagging track, Cheep Cheep Falls, which is a bagging track, also random did nothing again, or Crown City. And ending in Crown City is always bad because it gives like a weird version of Crown City where nobody knows the layout and it's just a really, really short lap. So yeah, we got Moo Moo Meadows. So unfortunately, we have to bag again. I mean, I don't have to, but you know, like I said, why would I go forward and activate my brain just to hold no matter what I do, bagging, running, I'm holding A regardless, right? So I don't even feel like it's that much more fun to run. But even if I did, I'm just probably gonna lose. So like, I'm really not even choosing between fun and no fun. I'm really just choosing between win and lose. You know what I mean? Like, the fun difference isn't big enough. Like, if I could drive forward a little bit more, probably get hit way more, and then just end up in like 10th, I'd rather get a top 3 spot, right? And this, what I'm doing is pretty risk-free. It's pretty consistent. I feel like the only one that I really messed up was Toad's Factory, but that's because I just never grabbed an item in the entire Toad's Factory section. Okay. Oh, this is pretty sick. Yo, we're just boosting each other. Wait, that's crazy. And this only works because it's Straight Line Simulator. Yes! I found a silver lining to the intermissions. Look, honestly, that's pretty sick. I'm not even joking. Like, I kind of love that. If we were on turns, the bumps would be a lot worse, and we probably wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so, I'm just trying to think, like, where's the worst spot I could get shocked? And I'm probably just gonna use the bullet at the end, because, like, I'm pretty far behind. I may not even get shocked, but even if I do, I want to save it for the big shortcuts. Okay, Toadette in front of me had shock. That's crazy. So I didn't even have to dodge. That's another advantage of being in the back. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes you just get a shock dodge for free. Okay. No one can even hit me. No one has an item because the Toadette chained in a really good spot. You want to chain into an item set so people don't have items for a long time. Okay, I'll probably get second here. Is that the Toadette that used the shock? We're just top 2. All right, let's go. Don't pull a red shell. Oh, I think it was going for them. Okay, that means I'm safe. They even got hit, but I think they're still getting second. Our breakaway was massive. Oh no, Toadette might have got third. That is the optimal strategy. What can I say? I don't know what to say. All right, we have Wario Shipyard as an actual track we can play. Let's see. How many people pick this thing? Oh, okay, most people. Almost everyone, but we have a few detractors here. All right, the Wario Shipyard is pouring in. Okay. Yeah, so some people actually prefer the intermissions. I've never denied that that's the case, but it's definitely not the majority. And no one here would be unhappy if Nintendo just split up the game modes so that there could be an intermission mode and like a classic mode where we play the regular tracks. What is it? Even the point of time trials anymore? It's just for competitive, right? Like, if like 25% of the time online we're gonna be playing the regular tracks, man. Okay, just gonna chain this all here. I feel like I'm a little bit too far behind. Wow, that chained? I like missed the L button. All right, this item is fine too. Honestly, what I had originally might have been better. I felt like I was too far behind though. We have 4 laps, it doesn't matter. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I may get a little negative about this update. Just a little bit. What if I just don't talk? Can I come back to my YouTube analytics at this section and just watch the viewer retention just drop? Because I'm not talking and nothing's happening on screen. Oh, I'm just trying to get my coins up. Can't wait to go play some competitive at some point. I really like 24 players, to be honest. It can feel a little bit too chaotic, but that's just like a problem you have to deal with. And it is solvable, and I do think, like, you know, you watch my videos, you watch people better than me, they win a lot. It's not like 24 players stops you from being able to win. I think 24 players is fun, even though it is frustrating. In competitive, I'm sure I will love 12 players too. I just think, like, 24 players is also really fun. Although I can see why competitive is not 24 players. Because besides the chaos and luck factor, it definitely makes it harder to organize, right? You need to get all 24 players to, like, not break the rules and like, actually join the room at the same time, have nobody be late. And, like, obviously, like, that's still a problem with 12 players. 12 is a lot of people, but the more players, the harder that is to do. Okay, we are almost getting to Dry Bones Burnout. And, here's what I'm going to do here. It's going to be slightly different from before, but there is one particular item set where if you get shocked, you are just donezo. Like, you completely lose the race to whoever can take shortcuts. And that is the final item set, because the final item set is so far from the finish line, and all the shortcuts are after the final item set. So, yeah, you do not want to get shocked there. So what I'm going to do here is try to maintain a bottom spot as I, use up these mushrooms. And then at this point, because I didn't want my dodge item, my mega mushroom, to get stolen from the boo, so at this point I finally start chaining these, so I get a speed item behind my dodge item. And now you might say, like, oh, you're holding this for a long time, if you get shocked here, isn't that bad? Yes, but it's not nearly as bad as getting shocked after this item set. So now what I do is use the mega here. And so if I get shocked before that, I get an item. Still take shortcuts. If I get shocked after this, I dodge it. If I get shocked all the way over here, nothing I can do about that, but, you know, we're playing the odds. Alright, I'm a little further behind than I expected, actually. Wait, no, I just got fourth. Okay. That strategy is broken. Nintendo, your track design is broken. That we're going to play 4 laps for only the final 1/3 of 1 lap to matter, and make it extremely volatile because we have way more time than usual to pull the shock without getting too far behind, because there's nothing anyone at the front could do to gain a big lead. Okay, 3 intermissions, we pick random. Somebody picked Acorn Heights, we're driving to Acorn Heights. I definitely have noticed that when there are only intermissions as the choices, then more people pick from them, because random is not even a high chance to give you a regular track. So I think they're just picking their favorite here out of the intermissions. But when there is an available track pick, like a regular track pick, I feel like that one gets picked like by such an overwhelming majority. So yeah, if you see some intermissions being picked, it's possible these people literally like intermissions more. It's also possible that they're just picking their poison now and just saying, like, okay, I think we're going to get an intermission anyway. I'm going to pick one that I like. So who knows? I can't ask these people what's going on. But the difference in track distribution, depending on what's available, in my opinion, like, leads me to believe that these people like the regular tracks as well. Although I know some people are kind of in the middle and don't really have a preference. Also, I forgot to say, if you feel like I'm being a little too negative this video, I agree. I think I am. Most of my videos are not like this. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because in most of my videos, I'm having so much fun. And right now, I am having so much fun for about, like, a third or a quarter as much as usual, because the last lap is amazing. Nintendo, your tracks are so gosh darn amazing, and we don't get to play them because the in-between sections are not nearly as amazing. But now we're actually playing Acorn Heights, and I was not paying attention for any of this. Let's start paying attention. Oh, jeez. That's what happens when I pay attention. Okay, no one changed shock. I was like, you know, getting shocked in a glider, not too bad. Someone might pull it here and try to shock people before the shortcut, so I'm just gonna stay safe and protect my mushrooms. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't play this track a lot. I'm not sure if that's the right play or if using it here is the right play. It's also a long section before the ending. Okay, I think... Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say I think there's no shock, but if I use the Mega into the final set, I don't dodge shock either. So I think I actually do better like this. All right, what are we even getting? 7th? I don't know. I kind of zoned out that race. Do I lose? I only lose a little bit. Okay, that's still a really good result. I'm one of the highest VR in the room, and I barely lost VR, which means that was, like, not even that bad. Oh, Desert Hills? I almost want to pick an intermission over this, but I'm still going to pick this. Okay, let me know in the comments, is this controversial? I think Desert Hills is the worst track in the game, and it's not even close. Like, you watch the time trial world record, it's not as interesting. There's a new shortcut that has been discovered. It's like, I don't think it's that practical, but that makes it so much better to watch. And then when you play it online, it's just bagging. It's like Dry Dry Desert from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay, like, I'm actually kind of glad we didn't get it. This is one track that I will consider picking an intermission over. Okay, we are ending with Boo Cinema, and like, there's only 3 laps. Now, if it was 4 laps to Boo Cinema, I'd really consider bagging. What the? Okay, I'm gonna stay away. This is crazy. How did I pull a star? What? I didn't even know that's possible from that distance. I think I'll just run then. Okay, hang on. I think this big shortcut's coming up. I'm looking at the really bendy section on the map. I'm gonna try to use it there. Please, good item. Okay, I mean, that's all right. Oh, no, I just hit L. Okay. I'm still driving in a straight line, even though I'm taking shortcuts. I'm not going to use this. I think I should have. There's no way you hold first. There's nothing you can do to hold first. Okay, well, maybe... Okay, wow, yeah, everyone just catches up because the shortcuts are still big. Maybe the baby Rosalina gets blue shelled. Oh, there's a blue shell. Let's go. I'll take your coins. Thank you very much. Let's use this. I don't want the feather. Makes it a little hard to dodge stuff. Yeah, triple green shells. I don't know. People always throw them. Oh, wow. Oh, Rainbow Mini Turbo. I love these Ghost Valley sections, by the way. This is definitely one of the better intermissions. Okay, they're tossing it now. Jeez. Did I hit him? Oh, no, I don't think okay. I don't think I hit him. Yeah, like, Rainbow Mini Turbos is another thing that we rarely get to do on intermissions. I just feel like there are very few driving features that we get to have fun with. Okay, but I'm coming into this in first place. Oh, missed the trick. I think this is better than bagging on Boo Cinema, specifically being in first. If I was where the King Boo was right now, honestly, I'd prefer to be bagging. I don't know, their lead is pretty big from third. If I was in third, I'd prefer bagging. Okay, there's a blue shell. It's gonna delete my banana, so I'll just toss this. Try to be on the boost panels. Oh, this is great. Yes. Yes, got to keep first. Okay, I'm gonna whip this out. They get unreactable red shells. Thanks, Nintendo. Need a double box here. Okay. Protect against... What? Alright, let's try not to get comboed here. Dude, they hit each other. That's so funny. All 3 of us got hit and we just cycled the positions around until I ended up in first again. Wow, okay. So I found the intermission that you can front run because starting from the Ghost Valley boardwalk section, I think there were literally no shortcuts. Well, there was one in Boo Cinema. That was it. Okay, 3 intermissions. I don't trust ending in Mario Circuit. I know Mario Circuit has, like, it's actually like a section track. There's 3 different sections, but we usually end with just 1 lap of it, and it's the shortest thing ever, so I don't really enjoy those. Okay, wow, like, I don't know, like 40% of people here are picking intermissions. Okay, this minimap looks a little bit more interesting. We are playing 4 laps, though. I'm just going to bag. I'm so sorry. All right, we are entering Starview Peak. Yeah, let's not get hit by that. Okay, let's stay out of the way. Yup, nice. Okay, I'm gonna mushroom here, stay a little bit away. No, I specifically tried to avoid that situation. Okay, well, I'm just getting wrecked here. Now I just don't have mushrooms. Maybe I can dodge the shock, though. Gonna use the bullet into this item set. Whoever's trying to take the shortcut next, if they have the shock, they'll probably chain it into that set. Okay, this... not a good item pull. Come on. Okay, that item took forever to get. Alright, I did get hit a lot, and there was no shock, unfortunate, but... Oh, there's the shock. Come on. Go, go, go. I think I got 8th. Yes, okay. I mean, 8th is still not bad. That was like... I don't know, I feel like that was the worst possible thing that could have happened to me that race. And I still got 8th bagging. Okay, picking random. Wow, yeah, like people really know their intermissions. Barely anyone picked these ones. And like, I agree, they're not the better ones. And we got Mario Circuit. And like, if you don't like it, we're still close to Mario Circuit, right? Because we went from Boo Cinema to Starview Peak, so we're just stuck in this region of the map. How many intermissions have we played in a row? I'm seriously considering just like cutting these videos down. All right, you know what? I think in general, we'll just show the beginning. All right, let's see. I'll just grab some items here. Oh, I got launched off the track. That's the most interesting. Sorry, I'm gonna stop being too negative. All right, let's see what we get at the next set. This should be a double item. I'm not even tricking. I want less airtime so I can grab coins. That's a weird... That's like the knockout tour thing, you know, where you like drive through that thing. I think there's gonna be a single item set spawning right here. Yeah, that's what usually happens in knockout tour. Okay. Got a mega. Don't want this. I just want a dodge item in the second slot if possible. Keep getting my coins up. Okay. Okay. Baby Luigi. Honestly, this is good enough. Yeah. Yeah, let's hold this till the end. Okay, we're about to enter Mario Circuit. We just passed by some big shortcuts, and I can't really take them because of the bullet, but I'm saving the golden for the ends, pretty much. And I think I'll just bullet through here. Oh, it doesn't even do that. Okay, I just want to be able to save this golden for the best spot, which is the ending. This is a bit risky because I don't have the bullet for the ending. But I don't know, the bullet's not even that good. If I pass... Oh, man, I didn't get a drift. Okay, curve in. Go, go, go. No! I didn't see that. Go, go, go! It didn't matter. I still got second. Speed items are broken at the end of this. And we got to play that track for like 20 seconds. Wow. My VR just keeps going up. Okay, 3 intermissions again. I've definitely heard people say that the probability of getting a regular 3-lap track in the selection has gone up. I don't know if you're just noticing it more because it's so much more important now than it was before, but it doesn't feel like that to me. We've rarely seen it. And we just got an intermission to Bowser's Castle. We are absolutely stuck in the north side of Mario Kart World. Okay. So, am I gonna bag? You know what? I'm playing an acceleration combo. I can take a few hits. I think I'll just front run. And I also don't need as many coins to get a huge benefit out of it with this combo. Although I do feel like what happens if you run is like, it feels like it's going well for a while, and then, you know, you can't gain a lead, you inevitably get hit, and maybe, just maybe, if you keep going forward, you will end up back at the front. But maybe you don't, and then you're just now in the back with 0 coins, instead of in the back with 20 coins. And it's broken to be in the back with 20 coins, so why didn't you just do that from the start? Okay, well, I just lost all my defense. And then I got hit because I would have gotten blue shelled even if all that didn't happen. Okay. Man, I'm just gonna bag. This is... It's ridiculous. We have 4 laps. I have to deal with that for 4 laps. First place is the safest, besides the blue shell. Second place is kind of the safest. Wherever's not in the pack is the safest. Okay. We are almost at Bowser's Castle. I think it just starts after this glider. I've seen this section before. Alright, so I'm gonna try and take the gap jump shortcut, and then the bullet will save me. This makes it way safer. Like, the bullet will save me if I fail. But I'm not gonna fail. I tricked too late. I failed. Okay, well. Ah, I didn't even have time to charge jump. I was holding R, but I don't know what happened. Okay, shock maybe? Probably not. Yeah, so if not, I was probably going to use the bullet right there. Or like right after this cannon, like right here. In order to protect... Yeah. In order to protect my mushrooms. But I failed, and so I got punished. Understandable. Okay, if I can pull like mushrooms here, I might be okay. Okay, that's good. Go, go, go. I don't know, I feel like mushrooms don't do much on the speed boosted section. But I'm in third! Aw, Toadette had a mushroom too. Okay, I'm in third. Oh, man. Bowser's Castle, one of my favorite tracks. It is so fun. I love going for those shortcuts, but like, I got one chance instead of 3. Man, I love this track so much. And like now if you fail it once, you just like, all the fun is like, I guess we'll try again next time. Oh, Wario Shipyard again. We saw this earlier. All right, how many people are gonna pick it? Wow, this room just loves the intermission to Airship Fortress. You must love Airship Fortress 3 times as much as you love Wario Shipyard because you get to play it 3 times less. And honestly, that's understandable. Wario Shipyard is a really weird track. I think we got it. Yes, my track pick. All right. How many races has that been? We are on race 17 and race 4 was the last, no, race 8 was the last time we had a regular track. Okay, but man, like this has been almost entirely intermissions. I don't mind playing them here and there, you know, like I don't hate them. They're just not nearly as good as the regular tracks. And so like if I play them once in a while, fine. You know, take a break from the regular tracks, that's fine. I know some people like these, I'm okay with that. But like now this is like all we're playing. Okay, I'm in first, nice. Now, here, hopefully what I said earlier is going to prove to be true, that the regular tracks have a lot more mechanics that naturally... Dude, what? Okay, I didn't realize I would go in the air. Okay, I'm behind triple reds anyway, that's fine. The regular tracks have a lot more natural mechanics that cause racers to spread apart, and that is very good for reducing frustrating chaos in this game. Oh man, I couldn't start my drift because of Kamek. What are you doing? You're gonna get... You got hit for that! I'm still getting blue shell. Man, I ran into a Cheep Cheep. Okay. Well, on this track, I could bag. I'm in basically last, but I don't know. There aren't a lot of shortcuts. There's not a lot of time left. And this urgency, I feel like that doesn't exist on the intermissions. I'm going to keep going forward. I think this is the better play. Okay, that's actually good for me. Because, yeah, other people were going to be chaotic with their items. They had more items than I did. I probably wasn't getting a good one anyway, so I'm fine with that. The pack just got way more condensed. Okay, this is pretty good. I have some space, though. I'll go for a rail, try to get my coins. Ooh, I might have bumped the Toadette off. Watch for bananas. I want to use this golden after the boost panel. That way I get it to stack with as much... Oh, man. I get it to stack with as much water as possible. The water is really slow. Yeah, that... Oh, wow! That's crazy. This bee is making a beeline for the hive. All right, Toadette has a huge breakaway. Oh, man, I didn't get a drift. Yeah, I'll just go over here. Can this Kamek even mess up? It's like mostly straight lines from here. I'll just chain it. Okay. This is not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where you have like a 16% chance to pull 2 red shells in the final set. Alright, nice. Second place. And that's with continuing to go forward after I got destroyed, because the track is short, there's a lot of urgency, and there were not a lot of big shortcuts, and there's not even necessarily a chance someone pulls the shock. So there's like a lot of factors that factor into that decision for me to just keep going forward. And I think incentivizing going forward as much as possible is good game design. We are no longer stuck. Wait, Wario's shipyard was on the left side of the map. Are all these icons mirrored right now? Like, there's a backwards question mark. Is the Cheep Cheep Falls mirrored? I feel like that doesn't look quite right. Wait, does this mean we're guaranteed mirror mode? What? I never knew that. Wait, that's crazy. You just know beforehand you're getting mirror mode, and that can help you make a more informed decision, I guess? Interesting. Very interesting choice. I'd rather they just take out mirror mode, but oh well, we're playing mirror mode. Yeah, I'm gonna not get the start boost here. We are finally playing another regular track. That's 2 in a row. Very rare stuff. Got my triple mushrooms. Yep. I'm in first. Oh, you are so close. Drafted me again. Okay. I was not expecting that. I had thought I was safe. If I didn't think so, I don't know. I think ideally I would get out of the way, but I would have panicked and used my mushroom, which is not ideal. Okay. Nice. I'm gonna grab me some coins first. I think this is a worthy investment. Ah, it was not. I lost them and got hit by the Goomba. Okay. This is decent. I can protect myself after the shortcut. And the Toadette who... Oh. Yeah, the Toadette who trailed me is, should not have trailed me, but I don't think they really had a choice. Oh, wow. Could have used the horn, but I didn't know that was to my left. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to release that mini turbo a bit later to chain it with the boost panel. Yeah, that one too. My bad. Okay, no edge trick. That's fine. Just waiting for the blue shell to show up. Okay, so... I mean, this track is so big and easy to see. I feel like mirror mode doesn't really affect me, but I gotta remember I'm charge jumping onto the rail on the left here. Okay, nice. Didn't fail it. I always have to be so focused on mirror mode. And some of the more complex tracks, I just go for easier strategies, but Peach Stadium is definitely one of the easier ones. Oh, I missed the booster. Okay, I'll go for this one. Oh, no. Okay, that seemed okay for me, but that might have been better for the Toadette, actually. Okay, I should not have drifted there. Yeah, so this pack is definitely way more spread apart than on most intermissions. Okay, unless they have 2 red shells, I probably win. I'm gonna try and take a tight line here because, yeah, if they have like green shells and stuff, it's harder to hit me on that line. Nice. Oh man, even though it's mirror mode, like it's just, it just feels right. It's Mario Kart, you know, like I get if Nintendo wants to try new things and let us have the opportunity to play that, but I just don't get like removing a classic option that is like the main way people have played Mario Kart for decades. Oh, this is an obvious choice. I know what everyone's picking, but I'm still gonna pick random just for science to see like what the distribution is. But yeah, everyone's picking Rainbow Road. We want that regular track, even if it's an intermission from Peach Stadium. It's a 1 minute of straight line before playing regular Rainbow Road, and I guess that's okay because Rainbow Road is just super long. Okay, we got Rainbow Road. Nice. Okay, this is going to be a very long track. Potentially the longest intermission in the game, I think. Because, like, Rainbow Road is just longer than any of them. And then we're driving a straight line to Rainbow Road. Why don't we just play Rainbow Road? Like, what are we doing on the straight line? Do you see the minimap? This was fun when I first unlocked Rainbow Road and I kind of got to, like, get there. But, yeah, this is definitely just a straight line now that I've unlocked Rainbow Road already. I'm gonna get my coins up. Save the feather for if I see anything. It's hard to see around this crown. I have to use the camera. Okay, here we go. Starting Rainbow Road with 6 coins and a defensive item. Not too shabby. And I have the speed stat too. And that's good away from the chaos. I feel like in the chaos, I prefer the acceleration stat on Rainbow Road. I could definitely get a breakaway here if Greemony doesn't do anything to me. Oh man, the boo hits first so much in this game. Or maybe they're just a lot of boos, I don't know. I just know being in first place, I lose my item all the time. Wow, coin feather again? This is not Bowser's Castle. I don't know what to do with a feather on this track. I'm sure there's something, but... Look, I'm in the process of learning all the feather strategies, and I learned a lot of them from, oh wow, early shock. I'm learning a lot of them from, I don't know how you pronounce it, Wadzim's video. Really, really good video. Highly recommend it. And I'm just going through learning the feather strats on all the tracks. I have not gotten to Rainbow Road yet, but as we saw earlier, I learned a new one on Shy Guy Bazaar. I have no clue how much faster it is. Okay, let's do this. Oh, nice. Okay, I almost thought I failed it. Dude, can you even... I feel like this has happened before. I don't remember. Can you dodge a red shell with a feather on a glider? Whatever. I don't... I could shortcut with this, but I feel like it's not going to be that fast. Like, this shortcut I can't really take, I don't think. But the next one with the ramp, I think I'll just skip it. I'd rather have the potential red shell protection. I doubt that's that much faster with the feather. But yeah, like with feather strategies, my policy basically is don't do them unless you're sure they work. Because... What? The feather is not common in first. I don't know why I keep getting it. I don't know. Does the game factor in my distance to people behind me? Dude, that's insane. I don't want this. Okay, well, that's a great spot to get shocked. Grow, grow, grow. Yes. Okay, so that shock basically did nothing to me. Except take some coins away. But my coins are back. Okay, I probably shouldn't have used that. I have coins right here anyway. Need to protect against the boo. Somehow there's been no blue shell yet. Can there just be no blue shell the whole race? I'll be forever grateful. There's no way. It's Rainbow Road. Like, this Toadette's really good. I think the Toadette's probably gonna pass me when a blue shell comes. I'm unable to gain a lead away from this. Oh, just kidding. Where are they? Okay. Jack is gone. But my acceleration is so bad, honestly. If I get blue shelled, it's, I feel like they're still gonna catch up. Those greens might come forward. Okay, yeah. Dude, another feather? Dodging a red shell with a feather on a turn is really bad. You could lose a lot of time for that. Oh, there's a blue shell. Okay, I can't even slow down. There's no point worrying about that. Please get me on the booster. Not quite. Okay, I'll use the coin to accelerate. Wow. Yeah, blue shells are deadly when you have no acceleration. Most items are like not too bad because they don't put you to a full stop, but blue shells do, and it's rough. Okay, I'm just watching their banana to see if they get booed, and then my son couldn't come in clutch. If they got booed, I was tossing that red shell instantly. I don't think there's gonna be another blue shell. Oh, missed a coin. I'm just gonna go for single box. The chance of double red is way too small. Alright, yeah, this is fine. If I see an opportunity, I'll throw it, but I think I just get second. Wait, there's a blue shell. I don't think my red shell matters. It's all in the blue shell. Go, 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 go! No! What? Oh, I really thought I won! Man, that's crazy. Yeah, the blue shell sends you slightly forward. I cannot believe the Toadette passed the finish line. That is wild. That's a crazy end to this race. So I decided to stop playing races there, but I ran the numbers on the track distribution that we were getting. So hopefully after this section, even if you haven't watched the entire video, by the way, if you have watched the whole thing, thank you for bearing with that. If you have not, I don't blame you, but after looking at these numbers, hopefully you will get an idea for what your worldwides may look like. So I first looked at the last video that I recorded, which was all of my favorite costumes, and I played 24 races in that video. 20 of those races were played on regular tracks, whereas the other 4 were played on intermissions, which means I was playing 83% of the time on regular tracks. And today in this session, out of the 19 races that I played, 6 of them were on regular tracks, which means I was playing on the regular tracks 32% of the time. This is a massive, massive difference. And I feel like what would be acceptable to me would be like around 70 or 75% at least of playing the regular tracks. 32 is just way too low. Now, I also checked what the random track does, and we got it 8 times. So again, this and the whole video, it's not a very big sample size, so just keep that in mind. This is just giving you an idea of what you may encounter. You know, what can you expect? But don't use these as like the actual percentages. So we got random 8 times, and one of those times it picked a track that was far away from where we are, so we just played 3 laps of that track. In other words, not an intermission, it only picked a regular track once, and that was Whistle Stop Summit. The other 7 times it picked an intermission track, and almost all of those were one of the tracks that was already on the select screen. So what was the point of random? Because like there are 30 tracks, right? 3 of them are here, so random supposedly would select one of the other ones, but most of the time it just selects one of the ones you already could have selected, which means you can very often get stuck in one part of the Mario Kart world, because no matter what you pick, you just end up very close to where you started. And if your favorite track is somewhere else, good luck trying to get there. And then when you get there, you play 1 lap of it. And there was one time random did something slightly different, which is when it picked Peach Stadium. This was not one of the 3 original choices. However, it still was from the same location. So it doesn't really solve the getting stuck in the world part. Now, with all that being said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with worldwides. I feel like I may still play it sometimes, but 32% is like with no choice to play more of the regular tracks. That is quite a deal breaker for me, if I'm being honest. And I mean, that's a deal breaker for worldwides. I may go play competitive Mario Kart, where the rules have been set by the community that you can only pick regular tracks. However, that is not feasible for a lot of people, because you have to commit to playing 12 races, you have to start it at a certain time on the hour, and you probably have to take it seriously. You may have a teammate who's depending on you. And even all that aside, I know that like a competitive system is just not it for a lot of people. And so if you're trying to play the 3-lap tracks, other than like time trials and playing it against the bots or playing against people in real life, your only other option is just to make rooms. And again, not feasible for most people. So if you're trying to enjoy Mario Kart the way that you have enjoyed Mario Kart Online for the past decades, unless Nintendo makes a change, that is just not possible anymore.